President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. That's in the spotlight today.
Yeah, the U.S. Supreme Court is set to hear arguments on 2 cases linked to this program. And CBS 8's Chris Groh joining us live in studio here to tell us what's at stake for student loan recipients. Millions of people this impacts here.
Yeah, a lot of people waiting to find out whether or not their applications are going to actually result in some forgiveness for their student loans. And as you said, millions of them are waiting. It's been a divisive topic since the plan was announced, since it was put forth in motion, and it's trending to really start to fall on party lines.
The legal justification for it is highly questionable.
We're confident in our legal authority.
And so today, the Supreme Court will hear arguments on actual 2 challenges to President Biden's plan to forgive student loans. Now, for those of you that don't remember, the Biden administration's plan was to offer $20,000 in relief for Pell Grant recipients and $10,000 in relief for other federal student loan borrowers, but they have to make less than $125,000 a year. One case was brought forth by 6 Republican-led states that claim they would be negatively impacted financially by the plan. The other was brought forth by 2 borrowers from Texas that don't fully qualify for debt forgiveness. Critics of the program say the country cannot afford to pick up the tab. In fact, the Congressional Budget Office recently said that the plan would cost almost $500 billion, anywhere from $300 to $400 billion. Supporters of the plan say this will give millions of Americans more financial freedom and will help spur the economy. The thing is, though, the Supreme Court justices are not going to be looking at either of those arguments, but instead this. Take a listen.
Justices will be considering whether both the states and the individuals even have the legal authority to sue to challenge the plans, as well as whether the Biden administration has its legal authority to forgive student loans.
So again, the Supreme Court justice is not necessarily going to be looking at the cost of the program, but do those who are suing actually have the right to sue, and does the Biden administration actually have the right to end these loans, to give forgiveness, if you will. So loan payments have been on a moratorium during the COVID-19 pandemic. That moratorium will end 60 days after the Supreme Court's decision, or it could end 60 days after June 30th, whichever comes first.